Welcome to Maxim's Inside Track. This is my first edition for 2021, so hopefully everyone has a great year. I know we're into February already, so it's ticking along quickly. Thank you to Johnny and Fraze for picking up the slack through January. Still seeing a very volatile world out there. COVID cases continuing to grow in some markets. We are fortunate in Australia and New Zealand where we seem to be managing it reasonably well. I know that we are looking for some stability throughout this year. However, it just doesn't feel like it's coming. We've got day traders trading silver up to 8-year highs. We've got them competing against short sellers in the US, which is creating uncertainty in those financial markets. Milk flows around the world, it feels like American milk flows are up considerably over there. New Zealand coming into a little bit of a dry patch recently, so that'll be interesting to see how that plays out with New Zealand milk flows. We're still seeing some challenges, lots of challenges around the logistics side of it as well. So anything from getting containers, getting shipping companies to actually give quotes any further out than the next 2 months is really challenging. So there is logistics challenges. They are with us for the foreseeable future. I probably thought that they'd burn off at the end of March. However, it feels like we're coming into our quieter global shipping period now, so hopefully we can get some stability there. We'll start this one with full cream milk powder. The GDT platform as a headline number was up 1.8%, which is a good result. There was mixed reports as to whether that would go up or down. However, your whole milk powder on the GDT was up 2.3% and good demand across all contracts. So China really driving this whole milk powder market, and the rest of the world is just being dragged along with it. So there was some significant participation with the African and Middle East markets, just having to pay these higher dollars. We're now heading towards 5-year highs. Is it sustainable? Milk flows in New Zealand still seem to be reasonable. As I commented earlier, the last sort of week or so has been a little bit hotter and drier in the North Island in particular, and whether that burns off milk into the coming months. However, I suggest that the New Zealanders are in a reasonably well sold position, and demand's still buoyant. China's RMB still strong and domestic milk price is high, so whilst that demand's there, whole milk powder could remain firm. On to skim milk powder now. Down 1.5% on the GDT platform across all contracts and across all products from Oceania and Europe. There is some pressure on non-fat prices in the US just based on significant increase in milk flows and also products sitting in inventory over there. So skim milk powder could be under a little bit of pressure. I don't see it dropping like a stone, but could drift off slightly from here. Moving on to the fats now, butter and AMF certainly got ahead of steam up on the GDT platform. Butter went up 6.2%, which is its 9th consecutive increase, predominantly driven by China demand. It feels extremely strong out of this region. We're also seeing volumes of AMF come off that platform, so it's about 500 tonne down in terms of volumes offered, and that put a little bit of a cap on AMF, but AMF for the short term is certainly being purchased, so a little bit hand to mouth. But back to butter, it's a big anomaly now between American prices and Oceania prices, anything to the tune of about 70-80% difference. So either American products got to come up or Oceania down. No, I don't think that disparity is sustainable longer term, and European pricing just sitting below Oceania levels. So fat pretty buoyant in the southern hemisphere, that's for sure. Be interesting just to see how that balances out over the coming while. Moving on to cheddar now, starting to see a little bit of support with European prices up a little bit. Also seen that GDT platform come up this round, and the American side of things just drifting off, and that government support program I believe is really holding up prices over in that region. They do have a big wave of milk coming at them, so yeah, hopefully that government support continues on. Otherwise these prices in the States could be potentially drifting further lower, so yeah, just be dependent on that food service demand. But that rounds out cheeses. I'll move straight on to the last category, which is whey and lactose. Both of these holding up really well and very buoyant, and probably slight increases in both products. Whey in particular driven by China demand, just repopulating that pig herd and trying to keep the genetics that they have with the current animals rolling along. So strong demand once again out of that region. Thanks again for watching Maxim's Inside Track. We'll see you in a fortnight. Thank you.